They say the past has a way of finding us. And for Jerry Yan, that past has returned at the worst possible time. Just as he and Tong Liya were finding peace, quietly rebuilding after their emotional hiatus, a shadow has emerged. A name from Jerry's past. A face that once filled headlines. And now, a threat to everything he's begun to hold dear. This is the story of when the past returned, and how Jerry Yan and Tong Liya are bracing for the storm. 4 months, fans have watched the subtle yet beautiful revival of Jerry Yan and Tong Liya's bond. They weren't flashy. They didn't post curated couple photos or make grand red carpet appearances. Instead, it was in the small things, unspoken moments, shared projects, quiet support. Tong Liya stood by Jerry when he faced harsh criticism over his acting choices. And Jerry, in return, offered a shoulder of calm when Tong Liya withdrew from the spotlight to deal with personal matters. They were healing together. But healing is delicate. And sometimes, it only takes one unexpected move to crack the surface. The crack came in the form of a headline. Jerry Yan's former flame speaks out, regret, love, and an unfinished story. The article, posted by a prominent Taiwanese entertainment site, featured an exclusive interview with a woman known to have dated Jerry years ago during his peak F4 fame. She was private for years, but now, she was speaking. And what she revealed, it wasn't just nostalgia. It was a direct invitation back into Jerry's life. I still dream about him, she reportedly said. He was the one that got away. I don't know what the future holds, but I never stopped loving him. The comments spread like wildfire. Fan forums lit up with questions. Was Jerry truly over his past? Did Tong Liya know this was coming? Was this the reason they broke up the first time? Tong Liya remained silent. 4 days. She didn't post. Didn't show up for her scheduled dance rehearsal. And those close to her revealed that she had asked to take a step back from the joint project she and Jerry were rumored to be developing. Insiders say she was shaken, not just by the ex's words, but by what she wasn't sure Jerry would say in response. Jerry, on the other hand, handled it quietly. Too quietly, which only added fuel to the media fire. He released no statement. He didn't deny the feelings expressed in the interview. He didn't reassure fans of where he stood with Tong Liya. And that silence, it hurt more than any rumor. Sources close to Jerry later claimed that he was torn. Not because he wanted to return to his ex, far from it, but because he blamed himself for once again letting someone he cared about, Tong Liya, get dragged into his past. This wasn't a love triangle. This was a man facing the consequences of a life lived in the public eye, and a woman forced to decide how much more she could take. Tong Liya's team finally spoke up. A brief message posted to her fan cafe. No matter what winds return from the past, Liya walks forward. Always. Simple, elegant, but clear. She was hurt, and she wasn't sure Jerry was walking beside her anymore. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Just when fans feared the worst, that the couple's quiet comeback was unraveling, Jerry did something that surprised everyone. No press, no social media, just an old-school, handwritten letter. Leaked by a crew member who had worked with them on their past film project, the letter was reportedly delivered to Tong Liya at her rehearsal studio. The content, it was raw, real, and full of emotion. In the letter, Jerry wrote, "I was silent because I didn't want to give the past any more power over our present. But that was a mistake. Because by saying nothing, I let you think I was uncertain. I never was. It's you, Liya. It's always been you. I didn't know how to fight for something this real until I almost lost it." Fans across Asia wept when the letter was read aloud on a popular entertainment segment. The show's host paused mid-reading, clearly emotional, and added, "You can feel the sincerity. This isn't about celebrity. This is about two people trying to make love work under impossible pressure." After that moment, something shifted. Tong Liya showed up to her next rehearsal, smiling, wearing a familiar necklace fans recognized from their first public appearance years ago. A small silver pendant Jerry gave her during filming. Was it confirmation? Not directly, but to longtime fans, it was enough. Tong Liya's team later confirmed that the two were working things out, privately and with respect. And Jerry? He's reportedly planning a short trip away from the spotlight, not for a breakup, but to take Tong Liya on a quiet retreat, just the two of them, far from flashing cameras and noisy questions. The ex who stirred the storm. She released a statement days later clarifying that she never meant to cause harm, that she didn't know Jerry was rebuilding something, and that she wishes both of them happiness. But the damage had been done. And yet, something beautiful came from it. Because sometimes, love is only real when it's tested. And Jerry Yan passed the test. Not with a headline, not with a PR stunt, but with vulnerability, with a letter, with honesty, with finally learning how to say, "It's you." As of today, the couple remains quiet, no official appearances, no interviews. But insiders suggest that the retreat was a success. That Tong Liya, once wary and guarded, is laughing again. And Jerry, he's reportedly working on a personal documentary, not about fame, but about second chances. And it's safe to say Tong Liya will be in it. In a world obsessed with drama, this story of love shaken, nearly lost, and humbly restored reminds us that even stars fall. But some,